Jermell Charlo says he can take a punch, but he questions, can Rosario take his punch? What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego in the back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, the Cash App, and the Patreon family. We working. Sign up for the Patreon or become a YouTube channel member. Great ways to help the channel. More on that a little bit later in this video. September 26th, you got a Showtime pay-per-view doubleheader, and what better way to release your doubleheader than to put the twins on there? Shout out to Jermell and Jermell Charlo. A lot of respect is due to these two gentlemen. Of course, also to their opponents, Rosario and Derevyanchenko, but really to the Charlo brothers and the Lions Only movement. I really like what these brothers are doing. And the reason I'm giving Charlo's a lot of credit here is because they are the A side. They are in their respective division with the PBC in these particular matchups. They are the money makers in this particular equation with these particular fights, and they have more to lose. They're the brand. They have been branded for a while. People are familiar with their brand and their personalities, and you know, any type of loss would be a step back. So I think Derevyanchenko and Rosario, they're more in less pressure situations because they're not as big, you know, popularity wise, right? You look at Derevyanchenko, he already lost at the elite level to Jacobs and the Triple G. Some people dispute the Jacobs fight. I thought Jacobs beat him, but it was a close fight. And then I did think Derevyanchenko was robbed and should have beat Triple G, but you know, they didn't go his way. So those are two losses right there. Rosario, he's also been stopped before, and you know, he kind of came out of obscurity and nowhere and made a name. So the pressure is probably more on the Charlos. They're the go-to guys. It's the twins' first pay-per-view, so they got to deliver. Now, I will say, from watching the media day and being on the Zoom with the Charlo brothers back-to-back days, I like the direction. I like their confidence headed into this fight. This is what Jermell Charlo said. You will see on the screen. Jermell Charlo says, I could take a punch, but we don't know if he could take a Jermell Charlo punch. So I can't wait for this, man. September 26th. Listen, you heard it first. New media. We always give credit where credit's due. If the Charlos win, especially if they win impressively, I think everyone needs to consider them for their pound for pound list. F the BS, you know, everybody should put the Charlos on their pound for pound list, because you know, we can't, when boxing gets it wrong and people are cherry picking, not fighting the fights you want, you know, even the Charlo brothers, when they have other fights that, you know, people said, oh, why are you fighting Dennis Hogan? He's moving up and yada, yada, yada. People complain. But now the Charlos are fighting formidable, dangerous opponents. Then we going to give them the credit. You know, you look at Jermell Charlo's resume. He's been in there with everybody. Vanes Monterosin, John Jackson, Gabe Rosado, Tony Harrison twice. He knocked out mandatories, the mandatory killer. Jermell Charlo knocked out Charles Hatley, bad blood type of fight. You know, he knocked out Erickson Lubin, who's right back in contention. And if he gets past Terrell Goucher, another excellent Showtime fight, then he'll be the mandatory with the WBC. So he might get that rematch with the winner of Rosario versus Charlo. And then look at Jermell. Jermell has one of the most electrifying counter uppercuts and counter punch knockouts that we've seen, you know, in modern history. And that was in the Julian J. Rock Williams fight. People accused Charlo, he said he was going to give his body a break, move up to 160 at that particular point, but his mandatory was talking and called him a turkey and says, stop ducking me and all this. And that was Julian J. Rock Williams. So Charlo made it a point to stay and stick around and fight J. Rock. And to this day, that's one of his sharpest wins and victories and stuff like that. So, you know, everybody got to give Charlo's credit after this. You know, if they win this, we got to give them credit. You know, I see people hating, hoping that they flop and they don't do great numbers on pay-per-view. But listen, if you're buying this pay-per-view, support good boxing. Showtime, they're trying to get it right. You know, they put on a hell of a card. It's a double header. They're doing the press stuff, COVID or not, you know what I'm saying? Pandemic or not. They're doing the Zoom meetings, the media days. So I'm ready. I want to see it. I'm definitely going to be ordering it. If you're going to be ordering it, let me know in the comments section, and we'll see if Rosario can take a Charlo punch. I like Rosario. I think Rosario's very dangerous. He's not much on the defense side, but he's pretty durable. That's what he was looking like in the J-Rock fight. But J-Rock's a different fighter to Charlo, so I'm just looking for a great fight. Great fight, great night. Let me know what you guys think of the doubleheader. Also, keep it locked on my channel. I will be talking about this fight extensively for the next couple weeks until the actual fight happens. September 26th, Showtime pay-per-view. Again, if you're ordering this pay-per-view, let me know in the comment section. We got to stand up for boxing. Like I said, don't just complain when fights fall apart over money or, you know, fighters are cherry picking, and then when the networks or the fighters get it right and they're challenging themselves, which is exactly what fans said they want, and now people are complaining that the pay-per-view, you know, oh, why is this a pay-per-view and stuff. Man, I'm supporting. I don't care what y'all saying. And again, if the Charlos win impressively, then they need to be considered on everybody's pound for pound list, because a lot of people scrutinize that pound for pound list when certain black fighters names appear and people want to start putting them there, but they don't ever do that with Inoue or Lomachenko. Lomachenko can have 2 fights and they ready to put him on the pound for pound list. Inoue hadn't even won the World Boxing Super Series and they were already putting him in the top 10 pound for pound list. So don't get shy now. If the Charlos win, they definitely are up there, you know, in terms of skills. But we'll see how the fights play out. You know, until then, I'll be building up the fight September 26th. I'll be locked in. Stay tuned. Keep it locked on my channel. It's about to go down. Please believe it. Believe it, please. Also, sign up for ESPN Plus below. They have a ton of original content, docuseries, documentaries. Use my link in the description if you want to get ESPN Plus for all your viewing pleasure and needs. It does help the channel continue to grow so I could put out more content. I also bought some new gear for the channel, so hopefully the audio is sounding good, and you know, we're just doing different things. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.